Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast. This is We Are Air Season 4, Episode 21, Thoughts on the Snyder Cut. If this is your first time checking out the podcast network, please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that said, on to the podcast.
We are Error.
This is Javi coming at you live. This time I'm going to be talking about the Justice League, the Snyder Cut, and this is going to be the volume I'm going to be using. When my phone's out of my hand, because I'm going to put it back up there when we get ready to case.
Unless you're looking at ash.
I haven't looked at ass all day. Except that black chick when we and Jake were on the way to the liquor store.
Oh, yeah. Elastigirl did have a lot of ass.
All
Dude,
the
every
Pixar
Disney
moms
fucking
got the ass.
Pixar mom, yeah, dude. Where have you been?
That's why I
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
Pixar, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised Andy's mom from Toy Story didn't have a dump truck.
I think she might. You just don't ever see her, really.
This is true. We never see her, like, from the knees up.
That's why fucking Brad Roper's the man.
I mean, that's where the way I want to see her is from the knees up.
I know.
On her
Do you
knees.
ever often wonder about the Muppet Baby's nanny? Because you never really see her.
What if she was the crypt keeper on the top side? Just, hey!
But she had cankles, man, so she may have been a thick woman.
All I remember is the green and white striped socks, the purple fucking tinny runners, and the purple skirt that came down a little
Yeah,
bit.
so I wonder
I
what
bet she was thick. I bet she was carrying a load back there.
Like Miss Bellum from fucking Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
What if it panned up and it was just Waldorf or Statler?
Oh, I thought it was going to be some... Never mind.
It's been
It's been
1 week.
since you looked at me.
It's been.
It's been.
Hey everybody, welcome to the We Are Air Podcast. This is Duck. I'm here with
Jake.
And
Hey, this is Javi.
And what is the We Are Air Podcast? The podcast we talk about movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. And today we're going to talk, I guess, movie news?
Movie news!
Boo damn, ba doo doo, boo damn, Whitley Wong. Dude, it's been a minute since we did that shit.
Yeah, it has been some time. So we're not going to talk any specific movie news. We're going to talk about what we've watched. I guess we'll start with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 1. Across the board, what did you guys think? Jake, did you like it? Or were you kind of like, I don't know?
Meh. We'll
Meh.
see what happens in the series. I want it to get better. I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was great. I will say that I did appreciate that the CGI was on point. It looked like an actual Marvel production. There were parts in WandaVision, like towards the end episodes, where the CGI didn't look, as good as it could have. And I
You
think,
might watch the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
yeah,
on ABC.
No shit. But I would say that I feel like they poured a little more money into this with the longer episodes. Also, a shorter amount of episodes.
It's only 6, right?
Yes. And I don't know. I'm happy to see where it goes. I like Wyatt Russell, who happens to be playing the new Captain America, a.k.a. U.S. Agent John Walker. But he looks goofy as fuck.
He
And
looks a little
goddamn-
special.
Dude, he looks so stupid in that helmet. I feel so bad for him. Because the guy usually has a beard. Like, so he doesn't look quite so
and
derpy.
he's got a natural potato face.
Yeah, they made him shave that shit off. Yeah, he's like...
He looked like the
and his
grandpa.
ears are fucking, like, poking out also.
He
like,
looks like the grandpa from Up, wearing Captain America's outfit.
Yeah.
he does. And,
Or like Jerry from Jerry's Game, that old man that was playing chess for the Pixar shorts.
yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not good.
He looks like he has no teeth.
What I'm really hoping is he's kind of a sociopath, and he's a little unhinged in the comics version of himself. So I hope they explore that more, and that kind of breaks the stigma of how retarded he looks in this. For him, it's a costume. It's a uniform for anybody else. But
Like, I would love to. I really want him to. I think he's gonna be Flag Smasher.
Oh, Javi, you're in so much
I don't
trouble
know
right
how
now.
you rock with that shit on all the time.
Yeah, don't the things drive you crazy?
It drives me fucking nuts, dude. We'll be in his truck listening to music, and then you hear ding, and it stops for like 10 seconds, and then goes back, and then you hear another weird bleep.
I think,
Life.
That's all.
I think you should change it to 1 week.
Just Whitley Wong, just your own voice.
So yeah, I mean, other than that, the episode itself, the action at the beginning was pretty good.
Yep.
And then it just kind of devolves into drama. But I like the Winter Soldier's drama a little bit more than Sam's drama.
Well, I like the flashback part at the beginning, and then whenever it snaps, he's in the middle of a therapy session. That was pretty fucking, okay, this is grounded. And what was funny about that is he had a spring background behind him, as it's like he's dropping the Winter Soldier. And...
Yeah.
new season coming to life. You know what I'm saying? And then he's got the cut hair and everything, so he's totally doing a departure from what he was. And that's pretty fucking cool.
I will also say that same story really bugged the crap out of me. Because I feel bad for him. Here he is. This man was the hero that was snapped trying to save the world. Helped save the world from Thanos and the Endgame. And the motherfucker can't get a fucking loan with government contracts under his belt? Why not just say, yeah, you may have done all this, but you're black?
He even fucking provided him papers saying, look, I am an Avenger. Yeah, I know you're an Avenger. You're a Falcon. You know? And it's like, no. I mean, you ain't getting that shrimping boat.
Yeah. Gave him a high five for crying out loud. That whole thing actually stressed me out. Like, I had to take my anxiety medication because I was like, why can't the fucking Falcon catch a goddamn break? Like, and then the whole scene where, like, I didn't know if it was racist or not, but, like, the one Asian character he killed happened to be the other Asian character's son. It was like...
That's him making amends.
I was going to say, yeah, that's part of his amends because he's got that list that he's going through.
So he eventually has to tell him, right?
Yeah.
He will. Yeah. And it's probably going to be a dramatic event whenever he does. Yeah. And a lot of new shit's going to come to light.
Was he in World War II with that guy?
So who that was, that's actually the principal in the Spider-Man Homecoming. And it's the same guy playing the principal, but he also played one of the members of the Howling Commandos from the first Captain America.
And so he's his descendant.
Kenneth Choi.
So he plays the principal, and he played one of the Howling Commandos.
But the thing is, he's the great-great-grandson of the Howling Commando that was in there. So it's all tied together.
Well, that's why I was trying to find out if this guy was one of the Howling Commandos.
Maybe it'll come to light.
Oh, that'd be cool.
No, I don't think he's one of the Howling Commandos, but maybe...
Wouldn't it be great if their howl was, it's been?
Well, I think that they need to do some backstory to the Howling Commandos, because Dum Dum Dugan was in the Howling Commandos.
Yes.
Weren't they going to do a spin-off series with the Howling Commandos at one point? I felt like they were. Maybe this will be some version of it. Just kind of like how the Magneto origin story eventually turned into First Class. I don't know, there's a lot of Marvel TV coming. We didn't get to talk WandaVision either. What did you got? Oh, you hated it.
Oh, I loved WandaVision.
No, why were you snoring? That was excited snore. Yeah. Okay. That was I couldn't sleep.
Excito snore.
All right, what did you guys think about WandaVision across the board?
I thought across the board it was amazing. I had a lot of my guesses that I was so staunchly confident in. Like, no, you're clearly wrong, bitch. Get out of the guessing game.
Fucking stomped out.
You're done.
Yeah.
Let's see. Elizabeth Olsen is great. I fucking love her as fucking Wanda Maximoff. I just love her. She's great. She's gorgeous. She's good in the show. And she's
good in the sack.
I'm sure.
I mean, I've seen her fuck Thanos in that Old Boy movie, so.
Yeah. Also her dad. Yeah. Keep in mind.
But yeah.
Oh, so it should have been Gamora.
Well, she could have joined in too. I would have been fine with that.
Dude, what if they'd made Old Boy with Zoe Saldana and Josh Brolin?
Oh, God.
And then you realize later she's...
I'm sorry, little one.
Yeah. That's why he had no problem doing it. I mean, he clearly had to toss her off the edge. He had a sexual attraction to her.
Oh, no. That was horrible.
I also think that WandaVision may have, they could have done so much more with what they were dropping, what they could have worked with. Like, bringing in certain villains, even if it was just for one season. You know, they missed a lot. Like the Grim Reaper, Death, fucking Fisto. They could have done anything. But I think that it was a little bit squandered at the end a little bit. I felt like the payoff wasn't as good as it could have been.
There was a huge build-up and a lot of speculation of what was going on. We all know that everybody thought Mephisto was going to be in this, right? And I can't help but wonder if the people at the Marvel executives are watching the fan responses as this show is going on, already knowing what's going to happen. Are they going to be like, oh, these idiots are wrong, Mephisto's on it? Or they're going to be like, oh, fuck, we probably should have put Mephisto in this. Like, there's a lot of times when the fan theory is better than what the actual show is. Yeah. I like the show, but I will say I was really kind of let down with the finale.
I kind of wanted it to end on a bad note, meaning I wanted her to go psycho or evil or just kind of lose her mind completely. That way she could be the bad guy, but evidently that's
No, man,
not
she-
the
well,
case.
she went
In a
full on-
sense, she is though, because of the post-credit scene, she's studying the fucking dark arts at the end, and she's channeling herself outside. So if anybody's looking in, they'll just see that she's drinking coffee, but she's actually in the back bedroom.
Doing the dirty.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
She's fucking.
I read somewhere that was an actual scene from Doctor Strange too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would make sense because they did that at the end of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
It led into Ragnarok. Mm-hmm. The whole scene with him and Thor and everything. So
I'm excited about Sam Raimi directing it. I'm excited about the movie.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I think we guessed that last year that everything was going to be multiverse. Did you guys see that Black Widow is going to be dropping on Disney Plus on July 9th now? So
They better not charge us.
you can go to both the theater to see it. It's kind of like the WB thing that they're doing, or watch it on Disney Plus. So, I mean, hopefully people will be vaccinated by then and want to get out and go to the theater. But at the same time,
Not for
still.
that.
You don't think so? You don't think people will go out in droves for Black
No,
Widow?
I know for me personally, that's not a movie I'm not going to go to the theater.
he's
for.
not like extremely excited about it.
You love Scarlett Johansson.
I love Scarlett.
I do too. I
Gorgeous.
love ScarJo also, but I'm kind of on the fence about this movie, how they're going to handle it. And I heard that at the end she's going to be somehow revived, and this is all going to tie back in. Like they're going to fucking bring her back to life somehow.
Good. She should have never died in the first place.
I agree. It should have been fucking Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But you know what happened on that situation? They wrote 2 different versions of that Soul Stone scene, and one of the editors for the movies came in and said, "Don't you take this from her." Talking about Scarlett Johansson, like this is her fucking big moment. Like, you know, it's kind of a big send off.
I did
she
cry in that
deserved
scene,
it.
though.
Well, fuck yeah, dude! I cried throughout that whole goddamn movie.
Yeah.
3 fucking hours, I cried.
From the second it started.
I love it so much. He said, "Let's go get this son of a bitch."
That girl who cheered, the one girl who cheered for Captain Marvel when she showed up was like, "Shut up, you faggot!"
And then fucking Thanos hits her in the head with the power stone. I'm like, yeah! Fuck yeah!
Evan Peters.
Such a letdown.
Oh, did you guys want him to be Quicksilver and not Ralph Bonner?
I wanted him to be
No,
Quicksilver
no,
from
yeah.
the other universe.
This whole build up, everybody's clamoring about this. They have so many speculations of what's happening, and it just got reduced to a fucking dick joke. At the very end, it's like, boner. Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed out about that. I was hoping that he was the other Quicksilver because it kind of doesn't make sense. Other than I guess it's just the Easter egg.
Well-
Javi looks so depressed.
That really bummed me out, bro. I wanted that to be the alternate version of Quicksilver that she went crazy, pulled him from another universe. Like, she was like, well, once they're dead, they're dead. I can't revive the dead. So it would have made sense if she would have just gone
Brought him from a different...
universe.
Yeah.
Marvel, if you're listening to this,
If you are, which
just
you're not.
fucking listen, follow your Reddit fans and just hire them straight up. They will do you well.
Yeah, dude, I've heard so many good theories about this, and it's like, why are they not writing this shit? Like, are you not paying attention to your social media sources?
Maybe within 10 years we will be writing it. Oh, I can't wait. What else about the show, though? Paul Bettany was awesome.
Killed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the kids were really cool.
Theseus.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love the Ship of Theseus scene. You think there's going to be this massive showdown, and it's just a battle of wits.
Yeah.
It's like,
And it's just kind of like, that's how would Vision fight Vision.
of course.
Like
and
over
then
a
it's
game of
like,
chess.
he's like, oh, I'm Vision? All right, later.
Audi. Audi.
He's like, yeah, it sounds like you're dealing with a bunch of drama right now, baby daddy drama, and I don't really want to be here for all that.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be worth it, though.
Vision
Oh,
out.
Jesus.
Out of Vision.
The kids were good. I thought that they were interesting. I thought they added a lot to it.
They'll be back.
Do you think that she's going to go to the other dimensions to try to find them?
That
or-
was them screaming at the very end credit, saying, help us.
I mean, they're going to
We're
be,
in trouble.
if they're going to have those kids, they're going to be starting Young Avengers probably.
That's exactly it, because
Right.
these are canonical characters, and these are the new Avengers.
Like Ironheart.
So
these
they
kids.
didn't just throw them in there just to fucking tease us. They're going to build this up. They're going to be like Stranger Things kids, I guess.
Do you think Scarlet Witch has become the most important character in the Marvel Universe next to Tony Stark now that they fleshed her out and gave her enough story?
I think Doctor Strange was going to be the most...
Probably the most pivotal.
With the most, and that's going on in his movie alone.
Because you got to think about it. At this point, Strange is going to be like the fucking encyclopedia for everybody that's around now. Scarlet Witch, she's important, but she's just going to be the catalyst. And that's when Strange is going to have to step up to the plate and take on the mantle of like Tony Stark's position with all these Avengers and shit.
I still think that she might have a heel turn in
You
the
think?
movie, and he's going to have to fucking get her to lose her craziness out of her fucking mind.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be bad.
I think she might be the villain in the Doctor Strange movie.
Do you think we'll get Spider-Man in the Doctor Strange movie? I think we're gonna get.
Get multiple Spider-Man.
I think we're gonna get Tobey Maguire.
I was gonna
Spider-Man.
say because Sam Raimi.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You have to.
Just makes sense, right?
Plus, Maguire and Garfield are filming on this movie. Too.
Well, then also we have to think back to the Morbius trailer whenever it showed the Spider-Man graffiti.
Yeah, it was like,
and it was the Raimi Spider-Man on there. It wasn't fucking Tom Holland Spider-Man. So really gonna, I don't know, man. I'd like to pick their brains to know what the hell's going on. But if the multiverse doesn't come into fruition, I think they've tanked.
Oh yeah, they're done.
They're fucking.
They've gone the way of DC.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Marvel, that's mighty DC of you.
Well,
interesting.
Come back and give us the fucking Whedon cut of Ultron.
Before we talk DC, is there anything else you guys want to say about the Marvel side of things?
I'm a little bit leery of the trajectory that they're on. I hope that they could rein it in and get a little bit better.
I think whenever the Loki series is going to come out, it's going to tie in a lot of the. It's going to tie in a lot of the WandaVision stuff. Also, I think.
When's that coming out?
June.
Damn, they're hitting them back to back to back.
Yeah. No, wait.
It's June.
Is it June?
It's June. By the time Winter Soldier,
and now.
I think by the time they're done, it'll be like 2 weeks before it starts up, kind of like they did with WandaVision.
Because it's like May is Black Widow, then June Loki, July Shang-Chi, and I think they're not having anything out until November with the Eternals.
Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that, back to the podcast.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Space Jesus, known as Superman. Oh.
I felt like, what's his name? Stan Lee saying Superman.
Oh, Space Jesus, with Superman.
You sound like you should be reading a story to Fred Savage in bed.
Sound like you're going to ask somebody to put your finger in your jag on.
Oh, yeah, get right in the jag on.
You're on my thresher.
All right, anything else Marvel-wise we want to talk about? Loki's going to be cool.
Low-key.
Hopefully.
Loki's going to be good.
It's going to be really
it's
nice.
got Owen Wilson. It's going to be good.
Whatever happened to Luke Wilson?
He's behind this camera now. He's like a producer and shit.
Oh, is he? I was curious about him earlier. I was thinking about old school. What is that noise? Is there a truck backing up?
That sounds like a truck backing up.
All right, let's switch over to the Detective Comics side of things. I don't think they're calling it that anymore. The DCEU. We got to talk about Snyder Cut. We started this podcast discussing Snyder Cut. That was one of the first things we talked about and saying it would never release. It would never be shown. You guys had some hope at that time. I know Javi's always been against it. He's always been like, fuck the Snyder Cut. Me and Jake have been more on the side of like, let's see it. Let's see if it's good.
Yeah.
Never in a million years did I think we'd end up getting it. Two things I never expected. Corona and the Snyder Cut. So
yeah.
Are they mutually exclusive, though?
But they might be.
They might be, actually.
They might be. Yeah. Because they weren't able to film anything, so they were like, we have this finished movie, let's put it back together and throw it out there. So there's very likely Corona did give us the Snyder Cut.
Dude, you gotta know fucking WB is just kicking themselves in the fucking ass right now.
Right now with the reaction to it.
Feel like fucking idiots.
All right, Jake.
God, I hope so.
What did you think of the 4-hour epic known as the Snyder Cut?
I'll give it I balked on it. First I said 6 out of 10, but thinking back on it, I give it a 7 out of 10. I think it was solid, man. I really like the idea of the Snyderverse. I like the fluidity from Batman vs. Superman into this, especially with the opening scene with the shockwave, fucking death rattle.
It's back again.
We're trying to record a podcast.
What the fuck, dude? I'm about to go crack some skulls.
Oh shit!
He's
about the Snyder Cut a motherfucking
Piece of
Snyder
shit.
Cut.
Who the fuck is backing up?
Oh, go ahead and back up. Wasn't for me. Good. You fucking whore. Dirty whore. So the opening scene where he's screaming in pain, and it's the most comic book thing I've ever seen in a movie. Like where he's sending out waves of distress that open up the mother boxes.
Yeah, that's such a better explanation than the original fucking Whedon bullshit.
Also,
we'll
not
get
gonna
into
lie,
that.
Cable has a great screen. Like, he's got a good...
Is it Cable or Cavill?
I don't know how to fucking...
I think it's Cavill.
Henry. I'm going to call him Henry.
Yeah.
He's got a great
How
screen.
about we call him Superman?
Not yet.
So Cavill, that was pretty good. Cavill is going, and then it's pulsating out, much like that beeping in the background, which we're gonna just work through. Fucking deal with it. And yeah, so it wakes up the mother boxes. But the intro alone is so different because the intro to the fucking other one is the webcam footage where he's like, it's a river that flows.
God, dude.
And it's just so different. The vibe.
The abomination of animation.
Well, what was this? Why did they give Hush Whedon all this control to go in and add all the Hush Whedonness?
Because they loved what he did with the Avengers, even though he did like some of the worst ones.
Yeah, well,
this guy's got Marvel on him?
No. Okay, yeah. I will say the first Avengers
It's tight.
is
It's
really
tight,
good.
tight.
I like the second
I
one, Ultron.
kind of like Ultron, but fucking Russo brothers are the kings of Marvel.
Yeah.
So we'll make that clear. Yeah, that's exactly it, dude. They wanted a fucking Marvelized Avengers. They wanted something that they could fucking bank on. They're like, we need more jokes. You could tell the color scheme is completely different.
Yeah, it's oversaturated. It's way crazy.
Dude, yeah, they added so much red and orange in the fucking WB cut, the theatrical cut. Like what that scene whenever Aquaman is on top of the Batmobile.
Yeah.
And it was like just all fucking red background. He's like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Let's go, brother. Come on, brother.
Exactly.
You
And
the
then
man.
You watch it in this new version, you're like, dude, this looks so much better, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
Tonally, it's fucking...
Like, if you think of, like, DC and Warner Brothers, like, after, like, Snyder had to step away for, like, a very fucked up reason, just whole production, you would have saved so much more money, you probably would have made even more back.
They didn't even understand his vision, though.
Yeah.
Which
That's
I
the
don't.
thing. So they had this tragedy happen. They look at all the footage that he has and says, hey, we'll bring in somebody to finish the rest of this. We'll use the majority of your footage. Psych. We're going to fucking film at least a third of new shit to add into this that's going to be bogus because it's fucking a new writer. It's the guy who wrote Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's really good at booby jokes or weird racial humor.
Yeah,
Like,
there was a lot of that.
what the fuck?
There was a lot of that, and there was none of that in the Snyder Cut, which I was like, thank God. Because it was a more straightforward take on it. It felt like the continuation of Batman v Superman. Now, with a lighter tone, not super lighter, though. I would say...
Yeah, there was a handful of jokes in here.
Right.
But not like,
Wasn't
let's
crazy.
make it hysterical and have people bending
Yeah, I mean,
over
I think the
fucking
greatest
laughing.
joke was having Gal Gadot act in this movie. That was a really good joke. That was probably one of my favorite jokes.
Dude, she did pretty good in this
She
movie,
had
I
very
thought.
limited lines.
She did better in this movie than she did in her fucking own sequel.
I'll give him that. Yeah, he's right about that. The tone is completely different, though, because it feels like the sequel, 1984,
It's
went more...
bullshit.
It went
It's
more-
terrible.
bullshit. Fucking Batman even says, hey, you've been hiding forever. And then it's like, no. She hasn't been hiding that long. She came out of retirement in the 80s. And it's like, well, how the fuck wouldn't he know
To
that?
be fair, in 1984, she does take down all the cameras before she saves the kids.
Yeah,
so
of course. Yeah, nobody knows what Wonder Woman is.
just to get into it, this movie's long. Okay,
Too
what I don't
long.
like about it is the first half of it is all slow motion
Yeah.
shots. It is literally
It's the whole movie. Everything's a running sequence in Bionic $5 Million Man.
yeah.
The first 2 hours, I would say it's about 35% slow motion. That's the first 2 hours.
Let me tell you this. I want to see the ratio of how you showed me that stat that Rocky 4 was 33%
Yeah.
fucking montage. This movie was also like probably 44%
Yeah.
slow motion
Yeah,
sequence.
for real. If you took that out, it would be a fucking 3 hour and 15-minute movie.
3 hour and 15 minutes.
3 hour, 15 minutes. Okay.
The Amazon scene is way too fucking long.
So
way too
I
long.
actually liked the Amazon scene.
Which
I like
one?
The one at the very beginning.
The one that went for a half hour because it was all slow
I
motion.
did until I didn't.
Right.
Okay, so whenever she's leaving the temple with the mother box and you see the two Amazons holding up the fucking doors, like they're fucking strong as fuck, right? And then they get crushed by it. And then they just get picked off left and right. And then one of them gets a fucking horse that falls on top of her and can't just push it off. It's like, you're a fucking Amazon. You're just
Yeah.
going to sit there and watch her die while she's being crushed by a horse. It's like, you're supposed to have fucking super strength. You can't get a goddamn horse off of you. Horses should be riding you.
They're useless.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm gonna go with a hot take.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna go with the hot take. The Amazon,
All I could see was the horse like, this is wrong in jumping on her back. I've never seen someone carrying a horse like in my head. It was so great. All right, hot take.
Hot take. Amazonians were just completely fucking useless. They're just useless. I mean, really? We're going to trap in Steppenwolf, and then we're going to, like, break the fucking thing by throwing it into the sea. It's like, no wonder he got out so fucking easily. The whole fucking tomb just went into the ocean.
Well, it doesn't make sense either. Like, in the past, they fought Darkseid and Steppenwolf and everyone else, Granny Goodness and whoever else. They all got together and fought him in a big Lord of the Rings style fucking action montage.
Right.
Which was pretty cool.
It was.
I liked it.
I will give that pretty cool, yeah.
I don't like the tease of the Green Lantern and not getting another Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Why did the ring go to Darkseid? Was he the most...
No,
It
it didn't.
It ran away from him.
It went away from him because it went to the most honorable, the most worthy. After that, it's like kind of like Mjolnir.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Why did it go to him at
It
first?
didn't. He walked
was
up
trying
to
to
it.
grab it.
Oh,
and
he
it
was
went
trying to grab it. Okay,
and
I
it
got you.
zoomed way the fuck out of his hand, like way away.
Yeah,
Well,
I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, I really like that. Was that the same areas I was in the first Wonder Woman?
Yes.
What the
David-
fuck happened to that guy? That guy absolutely fucking bodied Thanos. I mean, Darkseid.
Who?
Did he even
Ares.
watch this movie?
Ares.
Yeah, Thulis.
He fucked him up.
Yeah, he fucking... Yeah.
But, like, I wonder what happened. Like, did he just get bored without war and decide to, like, become a villain?
Maybe he was just a good guy for that moment. You know, like, it was one of those, like, he was a traitorous and he decided to work with the good team, so...
Well, if you have to just put in your own ideas of what it is, maybe they were a little off in not making
Like,
that
listen
clear.
here, Darky. There's only one villain on this planet, and that's me.
So,
You can't call Darkseid Darky, Javi.
All right, Darksea.
you know, you,
Goddamn.
you, can't, you can't call him Darky, can't you? Yeah.
Are you trying to get us triple canceled?
I said Joe Montaigne.
I said Joe Montaigne.
Guys, we've put out almost 100 episodes. There's plenty of
Oh,
material.
I know, that's what I was saying.
So much stuff already. I tell my girlfriend that all the time. I was like, they're going to come for me someday. I don't know why.
Just
but
don't
they're
get
gonna-
famous.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Oh, dude,
It's
it
because
won't
we're
even
not-
matter.
yeah,
they're going to run out of people to fucking cancel, and eventually they're going to find us.
We're not in a position of power where we're getting an income from this.
We don't have an
So
intern.
we've canceled ourselves, essentially.
Yeah.
We don't have a young Jamie.
Yeah.
Done.
By life choices, I've canceled myself, motherfuckers.
Yeah, so where were we at? The movie.
So
Useless Amazonians.
the big Amazonian Lord of the Rings style battle where they're
Right.
killing the shit out of everybody, and then they don't matter anymore.
Why didn't they come fight alongside them?
Yeah, okay. Why is it that they can't leave the island to help, but they can shoot a fucking arrow to warn her, and then she can go back? Is there man blockers? They have a man blocker
they're
thing where
female-
no men can come in.
They're female incels, that's why. What is a female incel
So
called?
how does that even fucking work, dude? How do they reproduce? Is everybody made out of clay
I think
like
they're
Diana?
I think they're like dwarves. They just come out of the ground.
Because they got big old fucking China vagina fucking
Oh,
clips.
yeah,
and it gets down, you know what I'm
They
talking
got,
about?
they got a little fucking egg sac somewhere
aren't-
in there. A fucking little fucking hidden. They got a fucking a hidden testy in there that
Ew.
are fucking.
Aren't the Amazonians
together.
like descended of the gods and shit, like directly from the gods?
Are they?
I know the queen is.
So maybe like they just like self-reproduce.
No,
Like
well, I don't
worms?
know how that works because I know for a fact that Diana, Wonder Woman, was made out of clay by her fucking mother.
Really?
And then she
Yeah.
was. How did you not know this?
I don't like DC Comics. I don't know this shit.
Did you watch the first Wonder Woman?
I'm not gonna lie. Yes. Did I pay attention? No.
All right, did you watch
Well,
the
thanks for
entirety
not
of
lying.
the Snyder Cut?
I did. I'm not gonna lie.
He watched it twice.
I fast forwarded through some of it because it got really boring.
Oh,
Do I need to
guess
see
we-
the Flash play with hot dogs in midair?
Yes. Yes, the Flash scene, okay? It had so much potential to be really good.
What was it?
They added in the worst song ever.
Yep.
It should have been something else, like a song that everybody fucking knows and goes, oh, shit. And then the fucking hot dog. And it's like, okay, I get it. He's doing it because of the fucking dog.
No
part
one
that
else
he's
thought
tried
something
dog
different,
walkers.
though. Was I the only one? Because he caresses her hair, and then
He's
he
a little
grabs,
bit creepy.
Then he grabs the
Then
hot
he's like,
dog, then
"Ooh,
he slaps the hot
I like
dog. in his
these
mouth.
more.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if he was going to start giving it the old hail, or if he was going to do it to her.
He just fucking shoves her out of the way and grabs every hot dog he can and just shoves them all in his mouth.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, what the fuck was the subtext? And then he started feeding it to the dogs, and I was like, oh, okay.
It was a cool fucking scene. I think it could have done with better music, and I think that they tried the comedy aspect of it with him grabbing the hot dog, which it did pay off. I will say that.
Well, you
but-
said you liked Flash in this.
I do. I think he's a way more likable character. He's a fucking idiot in the theatrical cut, like where he doesn't know what brunch is and shit like that. And all of his awkward conversations with Cyborg whenever they're digging up Superman.
He's borderline like Asperger's in the theatrical cut.
Exactly. So they actually flesh him out more in this.
Right.
The scene with him and his dad, it gives him a lot more depth.
Dr.
You know,
Manhattan.
they didn't do that fucking bullshit ass scene where he drew dick faces on the guy. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That scene?
The original Jimmy Olsen.
Right. Yeah, no, I think his arc is much better, and especially whenever you get to the end. I don't know if y'all want to go there yet, but the scene where he turned back time. Holy fuck, dude, that scene is top notch. That was fucking primo.
I did not expect
the way that the blood came back and filled up the fucking hands of everybody. Like, holy shit. Okay, this is what the Flash is supposed to be. And honestly, if you look at it that way, he's the most fucking powerful member of the Justice League out of anybody. So
it was badass. It literally was. The fact that he failed, he got shot.
Yeah, and he got fucking shot.
And then Batman's kind of useless at the end of it. Well, I was going to ask, Javi.
Yeah.
You didn't like this, right?
I did not like it. I still maintain that this movie is a wretched 4 out of 10 for me. But there were certain aspects of this movie that I absolutely loved that I'd really like to see more of. Honestly, I wasn't a fan of the Batfleck in Batman v Superman, but I fucking love this Batman. In this Snyder Cut, I thought Batfleck was rocking like Phantoms. But
fucking Phantoms like a motherfucker, yo.
I do wish that, like, I did find it weird, like, why is he doing the Batman voice when he reveals to these superheroes I'm Batman? He goes, how you doing? I'm Bruce Wayne. I'm Batman. I'm assembling it. He was like, whoa. Why are you still doing the voice, bro? You came in normal. Why are you doing this now?
It's habit. You're not supposed to know who I am.
Honestly, I really do think he does a great homage to Alex Ross's old Batman. Just like a Batman that's at the end of his career and shit, just like fucking really
it's the Frank Miller Batman.
It's Frank
what
Miller.
it is.
It's not the Alex Ross Batman?
No, it's fucking Frank Miller. Dark Knight Returns Batman is what he is. 100%. Even with the giant fucking tank, that is directly from Dark Knight Returns, and that's fucking badass.
He's got the best toys in this.
I hate to jump around, but I also
jump around. I jump around.
I really dug. Granted, he was in it for like a solid maybe minute and a half. I really liked what Jared Leto did with the Joker for the one scene that he was in.
Fucking fanboy.
Not a fanboy.
No.
No, but
I'm playing.
I said this in the chat.
We all hated fucking Joker and Suicide Squad.
I fucking
all hated him,
yes, absolutely. But I really liked that dynamic that they had. Like, I honestly thought that he's imagining Joker. Like, Joker's not really there. And I was like, holy fuck, this would actually be a pretty cool one-off. Like, Batman just, like, having, like, Joker just beats Tyler Durden, and they just, like, fucking wreck the city with him trying to stop him.
That would make so much sense because they both cannot live without one another.
Yeah.
Right? So if something happened to the Joker and he actually died, would Bruce Wayne go crazy and make up an imaginary version of Joker to keep him on his fucking...
Or like refuse to believe that he died.
Right.
Like,
well, not even that. He's just got to keep fucking killing now at this fucking point. Like, he's got to stop all crime together. I don't know.
Do you guys think that the idea that he was Dick Grayson and or Tim Drake... Who was the one that died?
Jason Todd. And he talks about that, though.
Yeah, but do you think he is Jason Todd and he became the Joker?
I wanted it to be
because
so
the
much.
way he said some stuff, and the main line being, who's going to give you a reach around? I was like, is this gay Batman?
Yeah, it was.
Is it gay
Batman?
Batman?
It was totally gay Batman.
That's what I'm saying, because that's kind of how I read the scene, as though he was gay Batman.
Well, it wasn't gay Batman.
You don't think he was?
Batman ain't gay.
He's a child molester.
He's a little gay. He loves Joker, but I don't think like in the fucking kind of way. He probably jacks off to fucking strangling the Joker.
Well, why did he say he gave him a reach around?
I think he's just fucking with Batman.
He's playing with his fucking head because that's the whole trope and the whole stereotype about superheroes with sidekicks. They have a homosexual relationship, obviously.
I mean, I think that...
Exactly. That's the whole fucking trope right there. So they're just playing into that even more like, oh, yeah, your little boyfriend gives you a little reach around. I will say that whenever he was like, I talked to Harley Quinn, and, she asked me to kill you, and make no mistake, I will fucking kill you.
Yes, when he said, I will fucking kill you, my first thought was, this guy's a...
I was like, fuck yeah, dude. You know how much I love Batman.
Yeah, like, I want to see a Batman versus Joker movie, and there's rumor of that happening, or a miniseries, which I would watch the fuck
Yeah,
out of.
no, he's getting a series on HBO Max, isn't he? Didn't they talk? They
They talked about it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Evidently, the Snyder Cut hasn't been received as well as they thought it would be.
Oh, yeah.
And so, because of fuckers like you. No.
First one, I kind of fuckers like me, man. You blame DC for that one. All this was rushed.
Yeah.
They pretty much dug their own grave, and now they're just trying to get out as quickly as
Well,
possible.
it was supposed to be like fucking 2 parts also on top of this. Like, so he had all this shit filmed, and then they're supposed to go back and then actually fight Darkseid at the end, like fucking.
I want to see it, though.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Steppenwolf.
Oh, so much better.
Fucking magic carpet
So
ride.
much fucking better, dude.
Yeah.
I still hold true to my theory that he's Liam Neeson with gigantism. That's all.
That was
the
the
original.
first. That was the first.
the-
I'm talking about
That
this
was
thing
the
because his accent
theatrical.
kept changing. I was like, bro, are you Irish? Are you speaking American? What's up with this change in accent? And his tone of voice was very
But in this,
Liam
he
Neeson.
was, the design was completely different.
Oh yeah, and I love the suit. It was
so
badass.
much better.
So much better. The spiky suit, he looked like a
And
porcupine.
it kept
The
like
way
it
it
kept
breathed
moving,
with them.
yeah.
Yeah, like if he was like upset, it would spark up more, and then whenever he was being timid, all the shit would come off. Like whenever
Right.
he's like, "Please don't hurt me, Darkseid. I love you. I just want to prove myself to you. I love you so much." It's like fucking turn him into Golem, like fucking fiending for the ring.
I mean,
I will help you. I love you. Please trust me. I tried.
that aspect of it though is great. That gives his
It gives him character.
It gives him
gives him
character.
development. And he's
Why-
got some development, and you kind of sympathize with him at certain points. Not like you do with Thanos in fucking Infinity War.
where you're completely sympathized.
Oh yeah,
You're
because
like,
it's
this
his
is happening.
movie. He's on the screen most of anybody.
You look at Thanos in that movie. You know what, bro? You're making a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we could definitely wipe out half of the population.
No, you're right. Right. What I didn't understand was how did they forget the planet that they left the anti-life equation on?
You don't ask those questions.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, exactly.
4 hours of movie.
Movie.
You need to answer
Movie.
that.
Movie. Don't worry about it. Look, here's Cyborg flying.
How? Oh, all right. Well, let's get the Cyborg then. Wow, what a fucking change from the theatrical version. Cyborg
Great.
was fucking amazing. He made this movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And like everything about him having the origin story in this movie, and then just having like his father.
The Gotham fucking football game.
Right.
Like, that was great.
That was cool.
Miles Dyson, his fucking dad from Skynet.
Yeah, he was killing it. He was from Skynet. I thought you were really doing that. Yeah. You're doing the
He
end of
was,
the
yeah,
Terminator
he was trying not to drop the detonator. I thought he was making
I don't
fun
know
of
how
my...
much I can hold it.
Oh my god! His wife, whenever she's cutting off his fucking arm.
Yeah, that was.
I just got lightheaded.
I thought you were making fun of my dog, and I was like, holy shit, he's doing the thing from the fucking T2.
He's doing the thing from the T2. Look at him. The whole cyborg thing fucking worked for me. And then at the end, whenever he's pulling apart the fucking mother boxes and they come out looking like Tim Burton like skeleton creatures, I was like, even this I like. Like, it was badass.
Well, the scene with him and Flash whenever they're unearthing soups also. And Flash, they don't have that stupid fucking bullshit banner going back and forth. It was just like, hey, we can do this in like a nanosecond, right? And it just kind of gives him a look and it's like, oh yeah, it's about respect.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we always assumed that's what it was too, because I don't think they said that in the theatrical version, did they?
No, they didn't. They left everything open. It's like, these guys are fucking superheroes and they're spending 2 hours digging up a goddamn grave. What's going on with these idiots?
And it was the wrong
So they
grave.
finally address it. It's like, oh yeah. We dug up Paul Kent, not Clark Kent.
God damn it!
This guy's useless. He died in a tornado in the other movie.
Piece of shit alphabetical fucking graveyard.
God damn, John Kent.
What I liked about this movie though is everything that like was questionable in the theatrical was answered. So like whenever he introduces himself, Batman or Bruce Wayne introduces himself to Aquaman, he tells him, "I'm Batman." And then that's later he's like, "Dress up like a bat, do ya? You fucking weirdo." Like it made sense.
He didn't say
that he
I
said
dig
that.
it this time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All the stuff like that, though, was better across the board. Everything that was awkward in the theatrical version was explained within the same scene of this version. The only thing that didn't work for me was, like I said, the plot hole of the anti-life equation. How the fuck do you not remember the planet that you were defeated on? And secondly, Martian Manhunter. Didn't really work for me because it ruined that.
They just
that
threw
scene.
him in.
Yeah. It was,
The fucking
the scene between
Martha
Mockhead-
Kent and Lois Lane.
Martha.
Why'd you say that?
Is your mother named that too?
Martha,
Sure.
fucking Martha Manhunter.
Martha Manhunter did not work for me at all. That was really weird. But at the end, I kind of like how he shows up and he's like, "Hey, I'm here too," and then Bruce Wayne's like, "Yep, cool."
Yeah. Well,
Nice to
yeah,
see
yeah. I'm talking to my boyfriend. Do you mind? I'm trying to get a reach around.
trying to get the Joker to get a
You're
reach
really
around.
cock blocking right now, Martha Martian.
All right, so guys, across the board, you said 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Javi, you said 4 out of 10. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it that much.
You guys are gross.
No, what?
I think you need to go back and rewatch
I think you need
it.
to
I
rewatch
think
it.
you don't need to fast forward through the scenes that you fast forwarded through because I think you missed some crucial content.
And also, it's you have to take it in. Like you have to take in the whole thing. Like yeah, there's a lot of slow motion.
Watch it in parts.
I'll watch it in parts,
yeah,
but
I
I'm
was gonna
pretty
say-
sure I'm going to feel about the same. Because let me tell you something. I've always said this from the beginning. DC played the Russian game and it bit them in the ass.
The what game?
The Russian game.
Oh yes,
Like,
for sure. Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
yeah, no.
Rasputin.
Bro, look
No,
how
no,
fucking
no.
long it took
No.
Marvel to get to where they're at. Put in the same fucking work.
They're playing catch up. They're playing
And
keep
must
up
have.
with fucking Marvel.
Honestly,
They,
like,
they have
Yeah.
been, yeah, for a long time.
honestly, I said this after Joker. DC's one up from Marvel is going to be in that fucking film. They were
One-offs.
able to curse and drop like 3 F-bombs in this fucking movie. Marvel will never do that.
Until Deadpool.
Until
3.
Deadpool, and let's see how that goes. But Marvel, their characters have a lot more darker backstories than any Marvel character.
Yeah.
Do you want to see a continuation of the Snyderverse, or are you guys happy to let it
No,
go?
no, no. I want to see where this goes. I want a whole fucking nightmare movie.
I do too. I really do.
Yeah, because
I
I
think
mean,
it'd be great.
like you could tell that like
He
there's
was
some
fighting to
shit
get
that
there.
happened, and then whenever Superman landed and his eyes were fucking glowing red, he was about to kill all these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
right? So, and then you can already tell Cyborg's gone, Wonder Woman's gone, Aquaman's gone. All he's got is fucking Mara, Deathstroke, Flash. That was his crew, right? It was just 4 of them.
Flash, Deathstroke, Mira, somebody else.
Joker.
Oh, reach around.
Yeah.
But
So that's his fucking crew right there.
like one
Like,
thing that really bothered me though, when Superman like showed up and like he was squaring up against the Justice League, where was that tough Batman? I was like, oh, do you bleed? He was like, Clark, no, please. Clark, no.
Because
it's
he
like,
was-
where was that fucking tough guy that was like,
because
what's
he
this
likes Superman now.
Oh, because the mother name?
No, yeah, well, yes, yeah. I'm
Your
sorry.
mom's name's Martha.
You're
mine's Martha,
exactly
come on.
right. Yes, it is a bullshit reason that they fucking made
Yeah.
these people friends
But I think
in this series. But at this point, you have to fucking realize, okay, he cares. That's the whole reason why he's assembling the team. He makes it fucking clear. He's like, we have to do it for him because he would have fucking wanted us to do it.
Yeah.
That's why he's not. Do you bleed and all that shit? But also that whole fucking scene was so much better than the theatrical cut. Also,
Yeah.
you don't have Batman making dumb jokes and look like an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a genuine question though. Bruce Wayne.
There's a scene in Batman vs Superman where Flash goes to the future and warns him about what's going to happen in the nightmare scene.
Okay,
Yeah.
They did tie that together.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, it still happened.
Yes.
So Superman wasn't the problem. It's whatever happened around him that.
No.
Lois
set him
died.
off.
Lois was the key to all this. That's why he said Lois was the key. Lois is dead, so Superman went fucking nuts and is murking everybody.
But I wonder who killed her. Like, I wonder if Batman is somehow responsible for her death or something.
Maybe it was Joker. Have you ever seen Injustice?
Injustice,
I
that's
was
what
gonna say,
happens.
yeah.
Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Injustice is badass.
Yeah,
and
Injustice
a lot of this is
great.
based upon the Injustice.
They
And, like,
tie from a lot of it.
Yeah,
They take Dark Knight Returns. They take fucking Injustice.
Right.
They take some of the Infinite and Crisis Earth.
Yeah. No, that would be badass, though. I would love to see it. I don't think we're ever going to get it, but maybe. I mean, if this is better received, but I think across the board it's been mostly positively received.
Oh, yeah. It's got an 8.5 on IMDb.
Excluding the aspect ratio, which a lot of people don't like.
I'm going to be right there with you.
Yeah, you didn't like that?
No, I get that it's shot for IMAX. That's fine, but
I'm
even
not
Christopher
watching it on my
Nolan
own TV.
shoots like exclusively in IMAX, but he still knows when to change the ratio for certain scenes and then go back to 16:9 or whatever.
Do you think this was a Hail Mary? He hoped for an IMAX release on it, and he didn't get it?
Yeah, I would say that definitely. I think that he had a true vision for what this movie was supposed to be, and I think he fulfilled it, what his true vision was. But yeah, it was meant to be on the fucking IMAX, and Warner Brothers fucking rushed this shit. Said, no, we have to have a blockbuster this summer because we're going up against Star Wars, which just came out a couple weeks before, or no, Christmas before it. But I mean, there were so many things. Thor Ragnarok, I think, came out before Justice League.
True.
Like, there was a bunch of fucking bangers that came out. And then it's like, oh, here's Justice League.
Do you think that this version of it, if it was cut down, gets lost, kind of like the theatrical version, or do you think it rises above?
I think if they were to cut some of it down, it would make the movie a lot more palatable. Because 4 hours is really long.
Well, yeah, I think ideally what they should have done is split it into 4 parts, a 4-part miniseries.
Yeah.
On HBO. I think that would have made the most sense. But
Release
the
it by
reason why
weekly.
they didn't do that is because the acts didn't line up. Because you don't even really see anything until the second hour. I was going to say about half an hour or 2 hours in, halfway through the movie. So you can have this whole build up and then leave it on a cliffhanger, which actually you probably could, because I think at the 2-hour mark is whenever they escape.
I don't think that's a good.
They escape Darkseid.
Yeah,
and that would have left it on a cliffhanger. They barely escaped Darkseid.
But I don't feel like that. All right, if released on HBO Max in 2 parts, yes, that would have worked.
Yeah, not in theaters.
Not in theaters.
No. People would be like, well, this isn't a cliffhanger. Did y'all see the half of the Avengers just get snapped up?
Exactly. That's not strong enough. I don't think it's strong enough in retrospect. But I think as a whole 4-hour piece, it's pretty good, especially in this time with COVID. And I wanted to watch it, and I was excited to see it. And seeing how well it meshes with Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Batman v Superman, and then this. It feels like the third part of a trilogy.
I'm surprised.
So I like it.
I'm surprised he didn't put an intermission halfway through the movie with like a fucking long-ass Leonard Cohen song so we could all just go break and collect our fucking minds. We get to hear Hallelujah for the fucking 800th time in a fucking Zack Snyder.
It's a Hallelujah montage.
Yeah.
Go get your chips.
Yeah,
Go
exactly,
get your
dude.
popcorn.
Like the fucking old days, and they had fucking Gone with the Wind. They put those intermissions in the middle of the movie. Go get your fucking
fun,
breaks.
dude.
Yeah. Go smoke.
I mean,
go
in a
piss.
way, they did that by doing the acts, because that is actually when I stopped watching it. When it went to the acts.
Second part,
Yeah,
you see part 2 and you pause it. You're
Exactly.
Like, okay,
That's
go.
why I was like, I can take a nap or whatever. You know, like Jay said, he took 15-minute naps in between the jabs. Like, we're just old men now at this point taking naps, but I
How
did
does
too.
anybody take a 15-minute nap, dude? Fuck them.
Power nap.
Psychos.
Yeah, dude, they are. Seriously. Yeah, that's fucking extreme psychosis.
I'm just saying, I really just feel like DC could have done so much better. Like,
All right, tell us your gripes.
Honestly, it has nothing to do with like the movies. It's just as my money and greed ruined fucking the DC franchise. I'm not gonna lie, it really has. Because they could have they started granted a few years late to the party, but they could have done some really great shit. Because they pretty much were just like, fuck, we got to beat Marvel. It's like, you're already beating Marvel comic wise and animated movie wise. You're fine. You got better shows. You have more shows that are critically well reviewed, but you gotta stop. You can't be playing catch up. You will fall on your fucking face. It took Marvel 11 years to get where they're at with the MCU.
Right. You had to be more innovative instead of trying to fucking play the same notes. You had to create your own shit.
And another gripe, I think they went, I really got upset with DC, the fact that they never went after actors with actual, hardcore talent like Marvel did. What Marvel did, I thought was smart. All right, you got acting chops. Get your fat ass in fucking shape, and then you could work with us. But instead, DC already went fucking people that were already in shape and good looking, and you look pretty, but you can't act for shit.
AKA
Momoa,
Gal Gadot.
Momoa's good.
He's fun, but he's the same guy in every movie.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm not going to argue that. But yes, I do like him as this Aquaman.
Yeah, he's fun. I'm not going to lie, but come on, you got to, if...
He's way better in this version than the theatrical cut. I will say that. And he's also better in this version than his own fucking movie.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I fucking hated Aquaman. It was so bad.
It was alright.
It made all that money, though.
I'll say.
Made that shit up.
They rushed it, and I just feel like there's no connection with any of these
You said
characters.
you were going to shit on this movie, and you sound really passive right now.
Because,
shit the fuck on this fucking movie.
I can't shit on it. You guys brought up some good points. It was like Duck and Perfect Blue yesterday.
I didn't make that many good points. That was Jay.
We swayed you and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah, I totally got it.
It was like that. I'm listening to you guys talk about it. Okay, I can see maybe it wasn't that bad. So I will
So you're like, maybe I need to go back for a rewatch.
I want to go that far. I I will balk and I will move it from a 4 to a 6.
All right.
All right, well, that's a big move. That's a
That is.
pretty solid move. So 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
That's pretty good. They're doing all right. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
I'm going to watch it again, and I think we're going to pick up on more things that I didn't notice before. I will say, Omega Beams coming out fucking Dark Side. It's like, fuck yeah, dude. That's so good. Like, that's what
it was
you
the
fucking
most
want.
comic book DC movie I've seen.
Truly. They
Next to
really
Aquaman.
adapted the comic style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a very fun way, and it felt like an 80s comic book come to life. It felt like it was
Lest
very...
we forget Shazam.
Well, Shazam was a fun, more like cartoony comic book take, and I like that. But I really feel like this was the Frank Miller vibe, kind of like The Dark Knight, where it's like it's dark and gritty, but it's also cheesy. This was able to kind of balance those two things, where it was dark and gritty, and it was cheesy.
I think a lot of that actually helped, even though it sounds stupid, but Jim Lee did the storyboards for it. I mean, if you got an actual comic panelist, the god of fucking comics, you know, the owner of DC fucking doing this shit, laying out the storyboard for you, you kind of get a better feel for it. And I think that probably helped Zack Snyder a lot with his vision also, how to frame it and make it look more comical.
Right. He's a hell of a filmmaker. I'll give him that. Like, he's always had an eye for it, and he's always taken the frames from the comics and was able to translate them very well.
I'll give him 50-50.
I think that if he could just get over his slow motion bullshit, I would fucking love the stuff he does. And hopefully within this new movie coming out, what is it?
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead.
Dave
Just
Bautista.
Don't slow motion it.
I think it'll be fun.
It's
honestly.
going to be a fun popcorn movie,
I think,
for
yeah,
sure.
exactly. That's exactly what I think. I think it'll be like on the level of Suicide Squad. I'm not expecting high art from it, but I think it'll be a fun movie.
Yeah.
But I love fucking Batista anyways. He's
great.
fucking good. And I also like the actor.
I got it. Like he was having sex with Batista.
I was fucking Drax, bro. I love fucking him. And also, he's pretty good at acting in some things.
My bad. I was thinking
That's
about...
my bad. I wasn't more clear on that. I like fucking Dave Bautista in his ass, and I like watching his movies sometimes. Is that better?
I like to imagine somebody just walking past your door right now. He's like, he had sex with Dave Bautista?
God damn.
That guy fucks Dave Batista.
Hey, Bautista here? Yeah. Just want to get an autograph. Yeah, you just can't see him. He's standing really still.
Yeah. I just got the standing still face. Oh, shit. All right, guys. Anything else you want to say about the movie?
Give me that Batfleck and Leto Joker one-off.
The one scene whenever Flash just and pushes the sword back to Wonder Woman, that was great. Whenever Superman lasered off fucking Steppenwolf's horn, that was fucking dope. And then she cuts his fucking head off and sends it back to Darkseid, and you're just like, fuck this motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck
whiny bitch.
I also do like...
You ain't do shit for me. I just wanted to help you. I want to save this world for you.
Darkseid don't care.
I also love that Darkseid...
I love your Darkseid is Mr. T. Like, I pity the Steppenwolf.
Fucking whack-ass motherfucker. You ain't saving my planets. You ain't making my planets.
You didn't find no anti-life.
Fucking fool.
Anti-life.
I do love that Darkseid kind of looks like a Dominican in a barbershop. Like, he's just bald and he's got that thick-ass beard. He looks like a Dominican in a barbershop. You look at any Dominican, you're going to get fucking Darkseid.
Dominican side.
Dominican side.
Dark Dominican.
Dark Minican. Dark Minican is the best.
But why didn't he, like, throw down with the I keep calling them the Avengers, the fucking Justice League right then and there. That portal was open for a good few seconds. He could be like, let's do this.
Because he's got time, man. He don't care.
Whenever Javi started first watching this, he's like, you know what this movie needs? And I was like, what? Some Avengers?
I remember I got 32 minutes in, and I was like, I'm 32 minutes in. It feels like an hour and a half already.
Yeah.
Because that first set was just chock full of, like you said, tribal chanting in slow motion.
Yeah, it's a lot of slow motion. It's way... But the thing that confused me was when Wonder Woman fights the terrorist in the bank, they sped it up, and I didn't understand that at all.
It looked weird.
It looked really fucking weird, especially
you
having
know what?
seen
Her
the scene
fucking
before.
powers are weird. You don't even understand what she can fucking do. Can she move as fast as Flash? Because she had to, because these are bullets. I don't know if they know how fast bullets move in real fucking time, but she's like, bing, 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 bing. And it's like, okay, so she can run as fast as Flash then, right?
And she lied to that little girl where she's like, can I be like you?
Yes, I fucking... God damn it! You're exactly right. Just tell her no. I am fucking different than you.
I'm made from clay.
Yeah, I am a superhero. You can be You can cosplay as me.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
You will never ever be like me, dude. Don't lie to these fucking kids, dude.
Because these kids are gonna fucking jump in front of bullets.
Exactly. She's gonna fucking try that shit one day. It's like, God damn. How did Wonder Woman move so fucking fast?
All right, you get the Tommy gun. I'll put on the outfit. Let's go.
I want to see fucking Wonder Woman versus a Vulcan cannon, a fucking chain gun. Let's see how she blocks that fucking shit. Of course, she could do it in World War I whenever they're doing single shots at a time. She's just like, bing, bing.
I am out.
This guy has a fucking AR-15, and she's like, ha, 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 ha. What?
Me personally, I mean, why did she lie to the girl? That's the part that bothered me the fucking most. I was like, don't lie to these kids. Like, you can be anything you want. It was like, bitch, you
dude, don't all movies lie to fucking people now and make them think that they're all inclusive? Everybody can be this fucking person?
No, I can't be. And then I take off my clothes and I got my Wonder Woman outfit on underneath. I'm like, wait, that's Avengers.
You can like think, okay, I want to go ahead and bathe in this radioactive sludge. I don't have superpowers. I got lymphoma.
I got mesothelioma from wearing vaginal mesh.
All right, guys. With that said, I think that's a good take on the Snyder Cut. We finally got to talk about it. Yeah. I'm super excited. Go watch it. Recommend it?
Yeah, definitely. Please watch it. If you like any of these fucking comic book movies, please just give it a chance. If you don't like it, you can be a piece of shit. It's fine. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
Yeah, Javi.
I take that personally, and that's a piece of shit. I will recommend it, but you're not going to like it. You probably won't like it.
You're going to like it.
Unless you're not cool.
I think y'all will.
You will like it.
But I would definitely watch it in parts if you get the chance. Don't burn yourself out.
Get
I
yourself
remember,
some food.
it's not the Avengers.
No, it's not.
It's not the Avengers.
No, you're right.
No, it really isn't.
That should have been what it's called. Like,
Exactly
the Snyder Cut, not the Avengers.
Zack Snyder's not the Avengers. Hey guys, I'm putting a team together, not the Avengers.
Just so everybody knows we're on the same page about this. All right, with that said, thank you so much for listening. This is Duck. I've been here with
Jake
and
Javi.
and D-Bad. Don't be a dick.
D-Bad, baby.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a fucking dick.
But if you can be an Avenger,
Don't be the weed and cut of your friend group.
be Captain America if you can be an Avenger.
if you can be an Avenger, be Captain America. Definitely. Thor.
Oh yeah, Thor's the man.
And there it is. Thank you again so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Bagu, a video game podcast where we talk Atari to Steam and everything between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood breaking down all that video game lore and having such a good time. Heroes, Gyros, a Dungeons and Distractions side quest. Me and the boys were playing some D&D. You can start that one from Season 1, Episode 1. It's a blast the whole way through. And I Hate Being Sober. Personal stories from epic people. I sit down with some of my favorite people of all time. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and their journey this far. And finally, our new live video podcast, Slash Horrorcast, where we're going to have a roundtable discussion about our favorite horror movies. That'll be available on Twitch and YouTube, streaming every Monday at 8 p.m. Check the links in the description to find out what movies we'll be watching. Also, check the links in the description for our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast Network. With that said, thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. Please remember to support local comedy in any way that you can. We'll see you next time.